live with Miss Emily Stein. And one thing about P3 Purposepreneurs is that we have conversations with people who have an authentic purpose that they have been sharing with the world for quite a long time. Hello, pattern makers of P3 Purposepreneurs. This is Dr. Marnita coming to you today live with Miss Emily Stein. And one thing about P3 Purposepreneurs is that we have conversations with people who have an authentic purpose that they have been sharing with the world for quite a long time. And as I think about having this conversation, I've known Miss Emily Stein for quite some time now. And Emily is one of those people in Tampa, Florida, who knows all about her calling. She knows all about her gifts and her passions, and she captures opportunity in order to provide impact in a specific area. And so I am beyond excited to introduce you to Miss Emily Stein today. So Emily, can you tell us about you? Can we start this conversation about you, where you're from? And you can give us a little bit background about you, and before we get into how you started to do what you do.
Yeah, I'm Renita. I like that introduction because I've definitely been someone that has forged a path that was not easy. I've definitely have learned things along the way and how to operate a business, but I've lived in Tampa for almost 10 years now. I'm not originally from here. I moved originally from like up north, but I moved to Florida when I was little. And then I came to Tampa after college. I had a parent that was living here. He left and I stayed. And so I just kind of decided, oh, I'm going to live here. I didn't know anyone. I am I would say I'm the pretty resourceful person in terms of what I do and how I operate, whether it's connecting with people and meeting with people, because if you don't have a lot of money and you're trying to start a business and you're trying to get yourself out there, you have to figure out who's the connection person, how could I use professional networks, and how can I meet people. So I just started networking and going out to places and meeting people and kind of crafting my message. I had a business coach a couple years ago that helped me really work on building my confidence. So it all kind of plays a role in how you present yourself and also how you help people. And my passion has always kind of been helping people that are feeling disconnected from their bodies, because I feel like people take care of their health, but they wait till I don't know why people do this, but we wait till like things are hurting so bad. And then and then we think, oh, PT or chiropractic are the typical things people go to. So I'm always amazed that like people just wait till things are so bad in terms of like preventative methods, because when I teach people like educating them about why stretching is important, how to deal with your back problems, how to deal with overall health, that they don't automatically think, oh, so you could actually go to someone for this. But it's an education process because people don't know. I didn't know. I just like, okay, I found this modality. I found something that I liked. I've always kind of been a movement person per se, but just kind of connecting with people and getting people to understand what's going on in their body and how to deal with it. And if you,
one thing that I really have learned about you over the years, because how long have we been knowing each other, Emily? It's
almost five.
It seems like
it's almost 5 years.
Forever.
Five years.
I actually remember when I first met you. I think it was at some networking event.
I think it might have been. I think because I've done different networking groups. I've done working women in Tampa Bay. I've done BNI, and I'm just resourceful. And I think what happened was you have referred people to me, but most people, when they think of a trainer and they think of what a trainer does, they think of something else. But what I'm teaching women is how to connect and be in their body, but also how to have upper body strength. So I work a lot with women. You refer people to me and they're afraid of. I'm saying this because it's true, because people can't get on the floor and
Right.
and have to hold themselves up.
So one thing
I'm saying this because remember when I first kind of showed you what I was doing, I'm like, I do help people work on the table, but you got to get on the floor and like do basic activities.
I know you came, right? You came to my office and I had this little room and you said, Marnita, get on the floor. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get on the floor. She said, you said, nah, you do it like this. I'm like, oh, okay. But one thing that you said earlier on today is that, which really kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool, is that you address confidence, right? You said you got you a coach. And I think that's pretty profound, because oftentimes I do believe sometimes people think they can do it all by themselves. Can you share more about how, when you decided, one, what made you decide to get a coach, and two, how helpful was the coach to you in being able to pull out the aspect of confidence in you?
I would say that I was just listening to her in my car. Mel Robbins was referred to me by a more, I wouldn't call her a business coach. This is a couple years ago. I was in business. I just didn't really know my messaging, and now I'm actually in another business development course that is taking me another level of really defining my message, really defining how I'm communicating what I'm doing, and how you put your message out there. So I was not a naturally confident person. It's something we have to learn. And some people not to doubt ourselves, but we're not always confident people. So I don't really care for Tony Robbins. I think for sure he's great. For sure people love him. He's got a good message out there. It's just not for me. I connect more to female coaches because they've gone through this stuff and they've experienced.
So would you say it's important to find someone that you really align with? And confidence is really a big deal. Not only for women.
I don't always have it. I've been on the news. I've done things because I'm resourceful, like going on TV and having a camera in front of you, or anything where people are asking you questions or you're speaking or you're presenting in front of people. Like, you have to be able to present yourself and speak up, because I feel like people just go into a meeting and they don't know how to talk about themselves, and you have to speak up. You have to put your voice out there because people don't know. So
when you talk, it's interesting that we're even like, I'm kind of like stuck here right at the moment, but we're going to move forward. But it's interesting that you brought up confidence, because I was having a conversation about this fact in a coaching group that I had on this past Saturday, where confidence, a lack of confidence, it doesn't mean that you don't trust anything outside of yourself. What it actually does mean, though, is that you don't trust yourself in what you know, in order for you to be able to deliver something that you think you want to hear. So in actuality, you're getting in your own way of delivering value to the people that are meant to hear your message. I am Dr. Marnita on fire, and I really hope you are enjoying this conversation today with my guest. I just want to come to you and share with you the program that we have available for people like our guest today, who is a pattern maker, and pattern makers are move makers. And the way they got on the path of their purpose, we have a program called the Organic Purpose Path. And the Organic Purpose Path is the path that's already in you. Here's the benefit. You don't have to do anything in order to get to it. The only thing you have to do is become more focused and know that you have it, because it offers you so much value. There is so much benefit in your organic purpose path. Here's the things that it offers you. These are some of the outcomes that you will acquire as a result of going through this program. One, you'll begin to have more energy for the things that are most important to you. How about that? I often hear aspiring entrepreneurs and employees say, one, they want to have their own business, and they're stuck in this time frame of a society in which they have been taught to exchange their time for money. Well, if you're willing to do the work in order to uncover your purpose path, we call it the organic purpose path, OPP. You know me. You remember that song way back in the day? I may be dating myself, but the organic purpose path will allow you to walk into your purpose and to begin to create product, to productize what you have, what is unique to you, so that you can service people at a level like you've never serviced them before. The second value that you'll get out of this program is that you'll be able to make more money with your natural abilities and your natural gifts. And this is what we help guide you to in the Organic Purpose Path program. And three, now this is an important one. Three, we help you tear down those barriers of doubt and fears. You have no idea how much people are held back by the doubts and the fears that they have been exposed to over time. So to tear down those doubts and fears and begin to create an environment that matters to your success, it is the catalyst for you to begin to walk freely into your organic purpose path. And ultimately you'll gain the realization that your purpose is profitable. So if you're interested in outcomes such as the ones that I just shared with you, this program is for young entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, and if you're an employee and you have been working at a job for anywhere between 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years, this program is for you, because ultimately you don't want to have regret about not being able to uncover your purpose and walk the path. You have it in you. It's waiting for you to do the work. I am Dr. Marnita on fire, and if you're interested in the Organic Purpose Path program, go to the description areas and the Linktree URL. Get the program. You will not regret it. And we're looking forward to servicing you on helping you uncover your organic purpose path.
And just beyond just confidence, like really understanding, communicating to people, the sales process. Me coming on here is to be like, have a purpose, know that you can be confident in your body, but also be empowered. Like, don't just because one person tells you that's not going to work, find someone else. Like, be your own person. I just tell all my clients that if you're not going to help yourself, who else is going to help you? Like, I'm sorry, your doctor isn't gonna, you have your doctor who's going to help you. You have this person, but help yourself. Like, if you can't, I realize that I work for myself. I can't do everything. I need to ask for help. I'm not a magician. I can't do everything. You have to seek out assistance if you need it. So, but I feel like there's definitely men sometimes have more. Like, I'm definitely in a field in terms of the athletic world that's male dominated, but I feel like I'm only saying that because it is a more male dominated industry, because in terms of sports and that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, so in regards to your purpose, because P3 Purposepreneur is all about aligning yourself with your purposeful vision. And so the P3 meaning potential, purpose, and creating prosperity for one based on their education, and their expertise, and their
Yes.
experience, and how to package that knowledge in order to serve people at the highest level, providing impact, influence, and income coming back for themselves. And so when you first got into, tell us the name of your business.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's slow because people people don't. It's called my business name is Roll for Fitness.
So when
Get it?
you
Roll. We get it. Roll. You're rolling. You're rolling on a ball. You're moving your body, and it's fitness because I feel like people often. I'm basically teaching people a new and improved way to work on their body because a lot of people use foam rollers. I don't poo-poo on them. People can use whatever they want to do. But why not use something that's nicer to your body? Why use something that hurts? That's how I see it. I'm sorry. People
so roll for fitness. That's pretty easy to say. Roll for fit. Actually, it's
but if you
pretty
say
exciting.
but if you say it too fast,
That's
people
okay.
think
It's
people
just getting used to it, right? Roll for fitness. I love it. Actually, it has this like ring to it. It has cadence. Let me put it like that. I think it
Okay.
has.
I know. I've questioned changing the name because people often go to like rolfing. If you say it too fast, they think I'm a rolfer, or they think of foam roller. Oh yeah, it's kind of like foam rolling, but it's better. I'm new and improved. You kind of like play on
So
the.
roll for fitness. And you've been doing this for some time. Can you tell our audience how, because it starts with a vision, right?
Yeah.
Can you share, you've been doing this for a while. Can you
Yeah.
share with our
Yeah.
audience how this came to be? Because it's all about this vision that you've been carrying for some time.
Yeah, I would say I did my original training with Yamana, which is a phenomenal modality that really teaches you how to connect with your body and be self-empowered and know that, okay, I'm tight, my hips are bothering me, I can go work on myself. So I did my training back in 2014, and every 2 years I get recertified. It teaches people how to use the balls, how to incorporate them into their home practice, how to use them at your office, how to take them with you when you're traveling. So it's like the beauty of having a practice that you can do anywhere. It's just having the tools and having the education and someone to show you. It's not hard. A lot of the rolling and the stretching work requires an education process because people they just don't know. They don't know, they don't understand, they don't know why they don't know why they've never come across it or heard of it. It's okay. Like it just everyone's got a thing or a basket or whatever of tools they have. So I didn't mean to go in the spiral. I'm just trying to say, like,
so would you call this, because one thing I know for sure for purposepreneurs, there's some clarity that has to be around what it is they do so they can deliver it in a way that has the most significant impact for others.
yeah.
So would you consider this a calling? And if it is, when did you recognize that was a calling for you?
I don't know if it was I don't know if it's a calling because I just have kind of always been someone that likes to help people, but I also like to get paid for it. And I realized
So
I've
calling
got to
around,
I know I realized like I I would say it was a calling, but we all have interests in various
okay.
skill sets or things we enjoy, and I realized, okay, if I like this, and there's a process of educating people because they don't know, okay, how do I do this? How do I make it easier to communicate the
So
process
your
of,
calling per se is helping people. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, is
it's okay.
helping people primarily helping women, and Roll for Fitness is just the vehicle that you're using in order to do that?
Yeah.
Is that
And I do, yeah, yes. And it's the vehicle, but there's several other modalities that I've added onto what I've done in the past several years that just because I've spent I'm always learning new things. I've added on the assisted stretching work. I've added on feet. I've added on helping people with their face, TMJ. I've added on other just educational pieces to get people to understand, like, if you have this issue, I can teach you how to take care of it, and it's not hard. You just,
So what would you consider, because you have so many modalities and we only
I
have
know.
a limited amount of
It's
time on
it's
this
okay. It's
interview.
okay.
So
It's okay.
would you share with our audience today, what are your top 3 modalities of delivery? And based on your audience and the people in which you serve, who are they?
Okay, so the top deliveries I would say are the people love to get stretched because they're not going to do it themselves. And but they want to get quality stretching, because I tell people, when you stretch and you hold stretches for too long, you're likely to hurt yourself. And I
Okay.
see it a lot. I see it a lot in the just general activity world. So the other modality is, I think, is just general training, general just learning how to be in your body, just general stretching. People just don't know. And then the other component is people that want to have a stronger core. And having a stronger core correlates to your back, people that have back problems. So my primary audience are women that are 40 and older that are having, like, their feet are bothering them, or they have like a back problem or something that's causing them to not be able to do what they want to do.
So your target audience then, from what I just heard you share, is women from 40 to 50 or over 40 who has maybe lower back issues or challenges, and they have challenges, is it with their feet?
Yeah, but I also help people that are younger than 40, because it just depends on what's your motivating factor, what your goals are, and what you're looking to work on. Because if it's not a serious issue, like, I see people once a month, I see people twice a month. I'm developing a stretching program that people can be accountable, or not someone to hold their hand, but someone to say, hey, like, you should do these stretches, or these stretches will help you. So kind
Well,
of guide them.
let me ask you this, because stretching, I know, is very important, but can you share with us the 2 main factors that as to why stretching is so important and why we should be incorporating it in our everyday activity?
I would say there's 2 things. One is just, we go throughout the day and we're doing various activities, and we just get tight. And when I hear people are tight, I'm always like, why don't they just stretch? Like, it never understands me. I can never understand why people would let themselves get so tight. Letting yourself get to a point that you're so tight and that you get hurt. That's like not, it's like the opposite. So I think what was your second question? Sorry.
No, it was the top two reasons, 2 factors why stretching is so important and why we should be incorporating it in our everyday activity.
I think the biggest reason why we should incorporate it is because everyone gets older, everyone's joints aren't as good as they were when we're little. So taking care of your joints, taking care of your tissues, and keeping things lubricated and moving. Because if you can see, if the people that don't stretch are looser and their body's more adaptable versus people that don't stretch, you're more likely to get injured if your body's not loose and mobile. So that's kind of how I see it.
Okay, perfect. So can you share with our audience what are the ways that they can connect with you to get more information? Because I am so sure, Emily, that this has piqued the interest of so many people, because oftentimes I know I'm really big on working out. And
Yeah.
so I can feel, as you say, when your muscles need to be stretched. So how can people connect with you and get in touch with you, if you can share?
I have, sure. I'm on social media. My face, if you're on Facebook, if you look up active isolated stretching, my page usually shows up. You can also find my business page through my personal. If you put Roll for Fitness on Facebook, it might not show up. So the best way is putting in Emily Stein active isolated stretching. And then if you want to get a hold of me, I do have like a Calendly link that you can set up a consult with me, and
Okay.
my website is
So is your link,
Fitness.
do you have a link tree? So is your,
I have a
is
link
your link-
tree.
is
Yeah,
your
I
link
have a
tree
link.
Roll for Fitness?
No, it's not. It's actually, I tried to use that and it was taken. Someone
Alright.
had it. So I just, in my link tree is just EMH Stein. It's on my, I have to X out of here to go look
So
for it. But
EMH Stein,
yeah,
STEIN.
yeah, and I'm on Instagram as
And you're on
well.
Instagram as what
Yeah.
address?
EMH. If you look up Emily Stein on Instagram, I'll show up.
So if our audience, if you enjoyed this conversation today, and I am so sure you did, go to Instagram and look up at Emily Stein, EMILYSTEIN.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that
And
correct?
if you, yep. And if you want to, after this, you can, in comments, I'm happy to share a direct way, because I have my website link and my calendar link that people want to contact me directly.
Okay.
The
Also,
easiest way is probably I'm on social media.
social media. You also have a YouTube channel, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you share your YouTube channel with our audience?
Yeah, I have
And while she's looking for that, thank you everyone for tuning in to this conversation.
Yeah, it just put active roll for fitness. That's my channel.
Active Roll for Fitness.
No, it's just roll for fitness. That's
So
the
if
name
you're
of the channel.
searching on YouTube for Emily Stein, you can find her on YouTube at Roll for Fitness, and she has some like amazing videos on there, which is demonstrating, I'm so sure, of the activity of rolling for fitness or roll for fitness, and talk about someone who has been building a business based on their vision, which is their purpose, and having a calling to help people, specifically women over 40 who are having challenges with lower back pain or foot pain challenges or anything like that, and how to use stretching modalities in order to live a more healthier life, to live into their purpose. What better gift can you give someone? And providing impact, and her influence has been amazing here in the Tampa Bay area, and I'm so sure she has a way to deliver that virtually as well, because I know I've seen some videos that she's had and that she has posted, which are available to her audience as well. So thank you.
And I do on demand. I do. Well, hopefully I'll get something set up, but I do remote work, do Skype work, do anything that someone wants. I can pretty much set up. I just physically, if someone has a serious issue going on, it's much easier for me to meet them in person, because I don't know whether their hips off or their feet are off. Someone's got a body diagnosis thing going on. I need to understand where to start it, because most things start in your hips. 90% of the time, your hips are tight. Hip flexors. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you so much for being here today with us.
Welcome, Renita.
Where P3 purposepreneurs are pattern makers, and pattern makers are move makers, and you definitely fit into that category. So thank you for sharing your calling, your gifts with us and with the world. And we look forward to you helping more people as a result of this communication. And we look forward to connecting with you again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I am Dr. Marnita on Fire from P3 Purposepreneur TV. Thank you for showing up at our event today. And if it had value for you, would you like, subscribe, share, and leave a purposeful comment? Until next time, Dr. Marnita from P3 Purposepreneur TV, where purposepreneurs are pattern makers and pattern makers are move makers. See you on the next video.